A deep sense of frustration, fear, and a desire to return to traditional values underlie much of the public sentiment expressed by Donald Trump. His message resonates with those who feel alienated and marginalized in today's political environment, tapping into the public's longing for a clear path to restore order, pride, and a sense of authenticity in American identity. Many view his focus on holding leaders accountable as crucial in confronting the perceived decline of the country.
I feel good. All right, joining us now, he's on the set in the spin room himself. Did you have fun?
I had a good time. I think it was our best debate ever. I thought it was really good. We had 3 against 1, but I anticipated.
Let's talk about that. 3 against 1, and all of her radical positions they leave on the table.
Yeah. No, we had a lot of negative kind of stuff. Look, I saw on your show last night, they had 100% positive coverage on ABC, and I had 94% negative coverage.
93% negative.
I exaggerate.
You got an extra percent non-negative. As you were with her tonight, to think that we come out of this debate and we have no answer to her co-sponsoring the Green New Deal, $93 trillion, yeah. I say the end of capitalism, to come out of this, government-run healthcare and no answer to eliminating private health insurance.
Well, we brought them all up. Every one of the things that we brought it all up. And I also ended with, why hasn't she done it before? Why didn't she fix, she's there complaining. Why didn't she fix all these things?
Were you really willing to leave the stage and go home if she was going to go fix it in Washington?
No, you know what? I would have left. I would have said, go home and fix it. I'll leave with you, okay? But she doesn't. She's not going to fix it. So she's complaining about all the stuff that's wrong with the country, and they've been there for 3.5 years. And I wanted to save that for my last little summation. And I actually mentioned in there, too. I just thought it was a great debate. I think we showed the weakness. But the sad part is they're destroying our country. When you get right down to it, good debate. I enjoyed it, but it's a very sad thing because our country is in decline. We are really being laughed at all over the world, and that's tough to take.
Do you think it's strange that somebody could support something as radical as sex change operations paid for by taxpayers for convicts and illegal immigrants, and for illegal immigrants, free housing, healthcare, education, and not get asked a question about it?
But I brought it up.
You did bring it up.
Of course, they weren't so happy when I brought it up, but I brought it up. I brought up the fact that they're doing sex change operations on illegal immigrants, and those are expensive operations, and they shouldn't be done.
Trump's claims that the United States is destroyed and in decline echo concerns about the erosion of traditional American values and freedoms. His portrayal of America as mocked all over the world reflects a public sense of loss and frustration, rooted in the belief that government policies have drifted away from the principles of limited government, individual liberty, and economic freedom. To his supporters, his remarks capture a widespread fear that the nation's core values are being undermined by radical policies, excessive government intervention, and mismanagement. When Trump criticizes the opposition for failing to address the problems they highlight, he appeals to the values of personal responsibility and decisive action. This criticism extends to issues like the Green New Deal, government-run healthcare, and taxpayer-funded gender reassignment surgeries for illegal immigrants, policies many view as extreme and impractical. Trump's stance expresses a broader public fear of losing capitalist principles and personal freedoms to growing government control. Concerns about taxpayer-funded benefits for illegal immigrants and ex-convicts align with conservative values related to national sovereignty, law and order, and responsible use of public resources. Many see providing these benefits as a misuse of resources that should be prioritized for citizens, further contributing to the sense of national decline. Trump's references to being 3 against 1 in debates and his emphasis on 93% negative reporting highlight a conservative perception of media bias against their voices. This taps into feelings of being marginalized and unfairly targeted, fueling the belief that mainstream institutions and media favor progressive policies while undermining conservative perspectives. The perception of this imbalance breeds a sense of injustice, driving criticism of elitism and calls for authenticity in public discourse. By addressing these issues, Trump seeks to validate public distrust of media narratives and encourage a more critical examination of information.